Talking on camera has just become so much easier for us lot over 40s, and I'm going to share with you the reasons why and the reasons why I was going to make a different video and it doesn't matter anymore. I have a question before I get into it. Have you ever wondered why you see all of these influencer types holding their microphones in their shots? So many people on camera right now are suffering from anxiety and nerves, and are they good enough, and what are people going to think of me when they create a video? So what they do is subconsciously, they don't realize, is they grab these microphones because they're looking at what everyone else is doing and they're saying, oh, they're doing that, so I'll do it. In actual fact, this is a comfort for many people, because if you think, if I remove this right now out of shot, between me and this camera there is nothing. I've got to look into this lens and I've got to say, I've really got to be vulnerable and show up. But then as soon as I pull this in the way, what happens is I've then got a barrier. I've broken that line. And this, having something in your hand, gives you some comfort. It takes away the nerves and any anxiety. It's like someone with ADHD having a fidget spinner in their hands. And I can talk through experience because I'm a 47-year-old man who's waiting for a late diagnosis for ADHD. And that's been discussed with many professionals. One of them used to actually be a client running ADHD Norfolk. And they took me on an event and said, and I sat down and I had a chat with them and said, well, so why is it you picked me to come to this ADHD conference and speak with all of these experts? And she said, because you've got ADHD. And I'm like, no, I haven't. She's like, yes, you have. Then the conversations ensued and she shared her expertise with me. I'm sharing that now because I'm using, as well as this microphone, I'm using a story to bridge the gap between you and I. Let me share two other things with you that you can use. And also, let me tell you what I was actually going to talk about and why it doesn't matter anymore. Firstly, put that out of the way. I use a prop. I use a prop in pretty much every one of my videos. Why? Because it breaks the barrier for me. It gives me time to think. And if I've screwed something up, I can pick this up and I can take a drink from it. You're saying, so what, Stephen? This is crucial to my brand. I have a podcast called Tea with Steve. I have a Facebook group called Tea with Steve. I'm a northern man. It's part of my heritage, having cups of tea. It's just who I am. So it's natural. So what is your prop? Do you have a prop? Or do you like the idea of picking up the microphone, having the barrier between you and having something there to fidget with? Because what I was going to talk about was how to appear more comfortable and confident and natural on camera. And it was going to be talking about posture, and it was going to be talking about eye contact and body language. But actually, in this world, 2024 and beyond, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we're making content which is so authentic and so unapologetically us that we can lean into this camera like I am. I can show my ceiling, which I wouldn't normally, and I can just have a real, raw, honest moment with the camera. I believe as long as I'm giving some value and there's something that you can take away an action, that it's okay to make a rough, ugly video. Now, I talk about not making bad videos. I don't think this is a bad video. It's just not, upright, polished and all that stuff as you would see in any of my other videos. It's a different style and a different type of video. And with that in mind, I want to share with you the third thing that you could use, and you were actually born with it, to start your video in such a way that keeps the viewer and the audience engaged, makes them feel like they actually want to watch this video, or your video should I say, and then helps you to create a connection. If you know what it is, before I even say what it is, and I've talked about it in other videos, then let me know in the comments. And also smash the like button if this is resonating and you're happy to make what I call an ugly video. Okay, I've waited long enough. So, we went for the microphone. We went for the prop. The thing you were born with is your mouth. And if you smile at the start of your video, take away the resting bitch face, you reduce the barrier between you and your viewer, if you will. We have a split second to make a lasting impression. Inspiration, I was going to say then. Get my words all mixed up. We have a split second to make a lasting impression. So why don't we smile with our eyes? I call it smizing. I've shared it in another video. But when you smile, and then smile a bit more, it just brings your face into it. And you know what? We love these chubby cheeks being shown. Every picture of Father Christmas you see has got this big smile with these cheeks, and he's smiling with his eyes. I wrote an article which turned into a chapter in a book saying why Santa is the best salesman on social media. Well, it's because he cares and he shows it through his face. So why don't you use your beautiful smiling face at the start of every single video? If you look at all of my thumbnails, they've got my face in because it builds brand, but it also creates some trust. And 99 times out of 100, unless I'm doing a real obvious negative expression because I want that in the thumbnail, I am smiling. I'm smiling. Why? Because it creates connection. And if you want to know the 4 types of content that have helped me with my brand, and one of them being connection, then check out this video here. It will accelerate all of your content by using what you've learned today with those 4 styles. Take care. Much love. Keep smizing.